okay? Now we're gonna talk about what we're really here for, financial cornerstones. Now, 4 financial cornerstones when it comes to money. All right, first of all, protection. How can we make sure your money is in a safe place? Okay, so that's what we look at, the protection of your money, and what's your most valuable asset? Anybody?
Skills.
Huh?
Good
What'd
time.
you say? Huh? What'd you say?
Good time.
The time you said most valuable asset.
Health.
Health.
An
Close.
actual asset or?
Yeah, yeah, most valuable asset.
Credit.
Nope, nope, nope.
You.
Credit.
Who said that? What'd you say? You are your most valuable asset. All right? If you had a money machine, what's the average barber make? What's the average barber?
1,500 a week.
1,500 a month, somebody?
No, a week.
A week?
Yeah, 1,200 to 1,500.
Multiply that by 52. Let's say by 50, because it's 2 week vacation. What's that number? So serious, somebody put your calculator. 50? 1,500 a week times 50 weeks.
60.
75, okay. 75,000. Okay, I'm gonna be generous. We're gonna round that up.
We said times 60, right?
Times 50. Times 50. 50 weeks. We're gonna give you 2 weeks vacation. All right? I'm gonna be generous and I'm gonna round that up because we're gonna say $100,000 a year. If you had a machine in your garage that printed out $100,000 a year, all you had to do was keep that sucker working, what would you do to protect it? Huh? Hold on, somebody said something. What did you say? Everything. Everything. Protection. Growth. How can we ensure your money grows over time? We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. All right? Safety. Is your money growing in a safe place? How aggressive is it? Okay? Is everything tied to the market that you're doing? All right? So we'll talk about these things. And finally, tax advantage. You're going to pay taxes. It's just a matter of how much. Okay? It's just a matter of how much. All right? Now, first one thing we're going to talk about life insurance. Anybody know anything about life insurance? All right, what do you know? Now, yes, you know, depends.
It was a ripoff.
Hold on. I promise you, you're not gonna say that. You're not gonna think that way by the time we're done. I promise you.
I know the skeleton of it, and that it's building generational wealth in a way.
Yes, build generational wealth in a way. Definitely. Anybody else?
I know you need it.
You need it. It's better to have and not need than need and not have.
Safety for your family.
Safety for your family. In our culture, what happens every time somebody dies? GoFundMe, fundraising issues, car washes, barbecues, fish dinners. Believe it or not, that's how I got here.
Cremation.
That's how I got here. Okay? Seriously. That's how I got in this industry. I was introduced to this industry in April of 2019. Okay, April of 2019, I was introduced, and I went to a meeting, and I had a presentation, I had this, that, and the other. Kind of started studying, playing around with it. In June, I had a cousin, a nephew and a niece passed away the same week, both at Centennial Hospital. In July, my younger sister passed away, drug overdose. In August, my stepmother passed away. She was older. Dementia, Alzheimer's, took her. Okay? Out of those 4 deaths, only my stepmother was covered. So what do you think we did with the other 3? Barbecue, dinners, car wash, GoFundMe, been there. So the life insurance, how can life insurance help? To some of the things, supplement your retirement income. Somebody didn't think about that, right? To supplement your retirement income because it creates living benefits. College planning. How many of your parents already have children? Okay? All right. We'll talk about paying your final expenses. All right. Creating inheritance for your heirs and your kids. All right. Pay federal and state taxes. All of those things we can do with life insurance. Now there are 2 primary types of life insurance. Anybody know what they are?
Whole life.
Whole life is one,
In term?
and term. What do you know about whole life?
It expires whenever you die.
Great. What do you know about term?
I think it's only for certain terms.
Exactly. So let's talk about it. Term or permanent? Term is what we call rented insurance. It's for a certain period of time, and if you outlive it, it's gone. You can get 5, 10, 15, 20, 30-year term policy. At the end of that whatever that prescribed period of time is, it goes away. And you can renew it, but it's gonna cost a little bit more because you're a little bit older. All right? With the permanent, you pay for it for a specific period of time. After you're done paying for it, it continues to grow for you. That's the one that creates the cash value that you can take money out of. All right? No, that's a separate issue. IRAs are a separate issue. Oh, I'm sorry. No, so you said IRA. But it's a separate instrument, that's a separate financial instrument, but we'll talk about that in a second. All right, so these are the two primary types of insurance. All right, I have one of my clients who's a plumber. Can't give you his name because I'm giving you an example, using him as an example, and I cannot give you his business name because once again, I'm using him as an example. But he has 3 daughters. He has life insurance policy on each one of his daughters, and he has 3 plumbing trucks for his guys go out and drive. He had an issue with one of his trucks that needed to be serviced. It was I think it was about maybe just under 10 grand. Instead of going to a bank and saying, hey, I need to borrow $10,000 to fix this, he took the money out of one of his cash life insurance policies that was on one of his daughters because he's the owner of the policy, so they're actually his. Took the money out, called me and said, Will, I gotta fix one of my trucks. This is how much it's gonna cost. All right, cool. Did everything electronically. 4 days later, the money was in his account. Got it fixed. 6 months later, he put that money back into the policy. No problem. Didn't have to go get his credit score checked and none of that. Didn't have to go deal with anybody at the bank. Didn't have to do anything. Give me a call. All right. So when you said it was a ripoff, you said life insurance policy is a ripoff. Oh, who said that? You said. I'm sorry, it wasn't you. Yeah, I'm sorry. You said it's a ripoff. I apologize. You said it's a ripoff. Not so.
And sir, Mr. Dave Ramsey also says it's a ripoff.
Dave Ramsey is not licensed. He owns absolutely 0 licenses, 0 certifications. He's been invited to speak at several, when I say several of our national conventions. He's not showed up to a single one. He's a guy who talks about investing and this, that, and the other. He has 0 licenses, 0 certifications, nothing is on the line. If I stand up here and lie to you, my license and certifications are on the line. Yes, sir.
You tell me every time you pay your life insurance, it's basically just adding up.
Yes.
That's why you got to be able to take the $10,000 because
Exactly. Exactly.
But what if you don't touch the money and you just let it add?
It just continues to grow.
And then what happens when nothing happens and you go die?
You're gonna die at some point. Everybody's gonna leave here. We're all going to leave here.
Instead of putting it in life insurance, you use it into investment and make more money off that than you would ever make off getting for life insurance.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. We're gonna get there in a second.
So you
Okay. Hold on.
okay.
No, ask your question.
So you telling me, so if I did die and I had life insurance and my kids and on my will I was like, this goes to my firstborn son, he can take that money and go.
Yes.
No, wait.
You can make better returns off investing it into something better than life insurance.
Not necessarily.
But then-
I
but then
promise you,
they
we're
get to
gonna talk
pay for my
to you.
funeral, though.
Hold on. Now, my third client that I signed, my third client was a barber. Okay? Went to this barber school. All right? Went here. When he got done, there's a $2 million term policy, and the plan was we were going to over time, let me finish.
Oh, no,
All right, over time, we were going to convert some of that, as he continued, his incomes continued to change. Had 2 kids, got killed in a motorcycle accident. All right? I go to his mom's house in LA, knock on the door, introduce myself, and of course they're trying to figure out how they're gonna bury it. All right?
The barber got in the accident?
Yes.
And he died with his child, right?
No, not with his child. He was in a motorcycle by himself. I go in with a $2 million check. Mom was the contingent beneficiary because, of course, he thought he was going to watch his kids grow up and get old. So the 2 kids were the primary beneficiaries. I go in, present Mom with a $2 million check. Tell her I'm sorry, yada, this, that, and the other. We have a little brief conversation. She opens the check and she's like, what am I going to do with all this money? I said, tell you what, let's take care of the main thing right now, which is to bury your son. And then in a couple weeks, we'll sit down and we'll figure the rest out. And that's exactly what we did. Figured the rest out. Yes.
How many years did it take to compound the $2 million?
Yes, how much did it cost?
No, hold up. His $2 million policy, because it was a term policy, was costing him about $130 a month. Okay? Because it was a term policy. Term policies are cheaper than whole policies.
Yeah.
All right? And he was fairly young. Okay? So it didn't cost him much. It takes, and the thing with most insurance companies, the day you pay your first premium, you're covered. Something happens to you anytime after that, the next day, whoever you put on there as your beneficiary is going to get that, whatever that death benefit is.
How much does a premium cost?
It depends on, so in underwriting, they look at your age, your health, and then how much coverage you're asking for. Those are the primary things in underwriting. When you're young, not gonna cost much. As long as you're healthy, you don't have a lot of medical things in your background, you don't have a bunch of speed tickets.
Does it start increasing in price as you age?
No. Once you get a policy, that policy is locked in.
Locked in, right?
Unless you get an indexed policy. If you get something that's indexed, it's going to, I'll put nobody that makes less than $250,000 in an index policy. All right? Yes. Let's go here first and then we'll come here, because you did have your hand up there.
Oh yeah, what if you put money into an investment account and then just leave off the interest?
So, we're gonna get to that in a couple more slides, and we're gonna talk about that, all right?
Inflation
So just,
outpace.
so we'll talk about that in a second. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. As I shared with you guys, I've created a family trust. Everybody that works in my industry, we make sure we all are set up with a trust. All of the wealthy families, the Rockefellers, the Kennedys, did you know Henderson? No, Greenspun. The Greenspun family, okay, owned almost all the land in Henderson.
That's why they're named everywhere.
Huh?
That's why they're named everywhere.
Exactly.
Greenspan?
Have you, who's ever gone to Laughlin, Nevada? Did you know the whole city of Laughlin is owned by Mr. Don Laughlin? My ex-wife was roommates with his granddaughter in college at UNLV. And to this day, anytime she goes, because we're not married no more, so I don't have that benefit. Anytime she goes to Laughlin, she stays in any hotel in Laughlin for free because of that relationship. I don't know what code she uses, but we never paid for a hotel room when we would go down there and hang out. I don't have those benefits no more because I ain't married to her no more.
Got to go.
All right. I wish, she didn't give me that. She's like, you can have everything, you can have everything, you can have it. But I'm saying it to say this. family wealth is what we're trying to create. And if you don't have family wealth now, life doesn't instruct you. There's a couple of you said, this is what I want to do for my family. And cutting a head $50 every time somebody sits in my chair, that's a great opportunity. But it depends on what you do now. Because 20 years from now it's gonna come. When I went back to school to get my master's degree, this is my last story before I finish. I was in Detroit. I'd already started my master's degree, and I'm in my office and I'm talking with an older lady that worked with me. She comes in my office and we're chopping it up, and she goes, "So what's your story?" And I'm telling her, "Okay, yeah, I did this, I played football, I got my bachelor's degree early, and I started my master's, and then I went to play pro football, and then I started working, but I always promised my mom I was gonna get my master's degree." All right, I finished school in 1989. I was in Detroit, 99, 2000, it was spring of 2000. And this older lady, as we're sitting there talking, and she goes, I tell her, yeah, I promised my mom I was gonna go back and get my master's degree. And she said, "Well, baby, the time is gonna go by anyway." And she walked out my office, and I'm sitting there like, damn, she's absolutely right. The time is gonna go by anyway. I went online, saw the University of Phoenix, because I've been seeing these commercials, typed it in, called the Southfield campus, called the lady, said, "Hey, this is what I have, this, that, and the other." I left, I went home, got a copy of my transcripts, my unofficial transcripts, my degree, went down there, all this on lunch break, and I came back and she, "Where you been?" "Oh, I just went to the University of Phoenix and signed up to finish my master's degree because time is gonna go by anyway." The next 20 years are gonna go by anyway. The next 20 years are gonna go by anyway. And if you're raising children already, you know how fast those years go by. Okay? And the things you do now are going to affect you positively or negatively 20 years from now. You just gotta decide what are the things that I'm going to do now. Because the time is gonna go by anyway.
Jesus.
That's my presentation, I'm done.
Thank you.
After you guys are done with the QR codes, I'm gonna pass those back up.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tony. Happy birthday to you.
We knew you were DC, so we got you the next best thing.
That left one is
Yeah. Hey, give me the syrup and everything.
Yeah, where the syrup at?
I know you don't like sweets, and I saw you cooking up some things.
He turned 25 today.
Middle rotation.
No, I'm not comparing it, but I'm just saying that if you've been getting more price up to the baking. No, because I know that's birthday.
I know, everybody was telling us that too. They're like, bro, y'all drink caviar. But it is what it is. Maybe next year or next month. Is this month up? Yeah, I think so. Maybe I might go down too.
Yeah, I can eat your mirror.
Did Carlos pick already?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna get you. Come up here. You know where's that guy? Get yourself.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna just send to the bathroom. Yeah, I'm gonna just send to the bathroom after this.
Test your back on
You want the chocolate?
How do you look, Jim?
That's you?
Got you, I appreciate it, man. No problem.
Alright, y'all, it's about that time to head out. Get all my things together. You stay here, bro?
Huh?
You said invited me like hell long ago.
Yeah.
You need a ride?
I did. I ordered an Uber. What's that we stay on?
The north?
Is that like up there?
Over there?
Yeah. Alright, bro.
Alright then, man. Alright. Better get out of here. Get back to the house. That's where we're at. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna see you guys when I get to the house. I'm gonna go say bye to Mr. Junus and all them, and I'm gonna see you guys then. See y'all then. Alright, y'all. We back at the house. It's officially the end of the day. Today was a great day, productive day. Definitely learned a lot today, especially in the presentation this morning. William Reed hosting his little financial presentation, talking about finances and stuff. Definitely took some stuff into mind, as well as thank you to Bo coming in today, just giving us some updates about the competition, giving us some words of wisdom, that good word, putting us in that mindset, you know, that successful mindset. But yeah, you guys got to see some haircutting today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And this is going to be the end of the video. As always, stay positive with good vibes. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, y'all. What's up, y'all? Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Very productive day. Definitely learned a lot. If you guys haven't watched part 1, make sure you guys go do that. I'll put the link down below in the description. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and stay positive, good vibes. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, y'all.